And welcome once again to another edition of Community Viewpoint. I am still John Pollack, your host. And with me today is Megan Mapes from the Nye Communities Coalition, where you are the communications manager.
Yes.
Yes, and we're going to be talking about what's on my shirt today. There, can you read that? Good. It's the RAM Remote Area Medical Event. We just got out of our last planning meeting for that at our hospital in town here. There's the logo, and we've seen that for 8 years. This is the 9th year now, and you're going to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Remote Area Medical, or as we often call it, or you hear it around town, RAM, is coming back on October 5th and 6th for its 9th year. It's a free clinic that offers medical, dental, vision, as well as some mental health and behavioral health services. If you're somebody who's in need of glasses, you walk away and they make a brand new pair of glasses for you on site after you get your vision exam, as well as being able to get eye exams, fillings, physicals, women's health care. There's a lot of stuff that we just need to kind of keep ourselves going that the volunteer corps for Remote Area Medical brings to us.
So part of let me read off the flyer too, what they do for dental. They do cleanings, they do fillings, extractions, and they'll do x-rays too, somewhere in there. And I believe they'll have that wonderful dentist that did some dentures last year. He'll do some this year. I don't know how many, but people are very happy with the work that he does for free. And they're walking around with full sets of teeth that they wouldn't be before. So it's something else that's available from the Remote Area Medical. We were up there a couple of years ago in Tonopah in the wintertime. That was just a one-shot deal because it's a lot harder to get up there to give them services, but that went over quite well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be 75 years old when I'm there because it's my birthday. Because it's going to happen on October 5th and 6th. And it's my birthday on the 5th. No cakes or anything. So where's it going to be held?
So it's going to be held at Pahrump Valley High School in their Pathways building. If you don't know, that's 501 East Calvada Boulevard, right next to the Great Basin College. It's right around homecoming, so if you don't know where the high school is, I think we'll be able to find it.
Or you could look for Mount Charleston Boulevard in Calvada. We talked about that tonight, there'll be signs out there with arrows pointing where to go get into the line. The line forms at the gate on Mount Charleston anytime on Friday. People come there quite early sometimes. It's kind of comical.
Yeah, they come early,
yes.
stay overnight.
Late,
yeah.
But and then we open the gates at midnight. I usually work nights. And so the people stay there in their vehicles, and they're called in the order that they come there for what services they're looking for, medical, vision, or dental. And that starts around 6 in the morning. They start calling them. And depending on how many people are there and how many doctors, dentists, optometrists are there, it may be an all-day affair. So if you get there late in the morning hours, you may have to wait a few hours before you get served. But remember, it's free. And it's there for people without insurance or with insurance if you used all your money for the year.
Yeah, You don't have to provide proof that you don't have insurance. You don't even need to provide identification. It is allowed to be a completely anonymous experience for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that. The only thing you'll want to think about is on each of the days, you have to pick whether you're going to focus on dental or vision. So if you want or need both dental and vision care, you'll have to come back both days.
Because of the long lines and the services, especially dental, takes a long time. Well, vision does too, because there's many things in the process. And if you want your glasses the same day service, it can be done. I had bifocals made one time, so they had to send away, and I received them a couple of weeks later. But that was only because of the special order for me. So if you, and it says also it's free for first come, as we stated, first served, and no ID required. We just went over that. So if you're looking to find more about it, you can go to ramusa.org, which is ramusa.org, where they tell you to call 865-579-1530. Also, if you're not using the services, we need people to give you the services too. So if you want to be, what's it called?
A volunteer. Yes. This event is made possible usually by over 300 volunteers, and we could desperately use more general support volunteers to just come. You'll be taught anything and everything you need to do, and we could use you. So at that same website, ramusa.org, you can sign up to volunteer for the event as well.
And all you need for that is a little patience, because I got some people involved with it last week, and it didn't go well for one person. 3 people got them right, and the 4th person, no. And she lives down the street from me, so I had to have her, after 3 tries, I said, why don't you just come over in a couple days and we'll get it done. And we did the first try when she came over.
Yeah.
But if we could use volunteers. We can always use volunteers. There's general services. We could use you on both days. A lot of times it starts early. We ask for you to come early and stay late. And both days would be acceptable, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think we could fit you in on nights, because that's my night. I work at the parking lot. Excuse me. But there's a lot of jobs available, general services, or if you're a dental hygienist or you work for an optometrist, when you're doing the volunteering on that page, they'll ask you if you have any specialties, and they will make use of those, believe me, because we need as much help as we can get with the doctors, the dentists, the optometrists that come there and give us their services free of charge.
And I want to mention, you talked about a couple of years ago being able to bring the remote area medical out to Tonopah, and we've been disappointed at the coalition that we haven't been able to get back out to Tonopah and really support that. But something we're doing this year, if you have friends, family, or community members who live in Tonopah, is the coalition is offering fuel vouchers to Tonopah community members so that they can make the trip out to remote area medical. So if you can get here to Pahrump for the remote area medical event, you will be able to reach out and seek Carol Downs, and she'll have fuel vouchers for you to help you while you're in Pahrump and when you get back to Tonopah.
It was quite a surprise for me when I was up working the night shift over in Tonopah that I was checking people in. It was a little chilly out there, and people had to stay in their cars overnight until they were called in the morning. And there's a lady that used to work at the station here. She drove all the way up there on her own dime.
Oh, goodness.
To have services done over there. So Yeah, she could have used the voucher for that too, but that's great that they're doing the
Yeah.
vouchers.
We really want, because we know that there is a lot of need in Tonopah, and we've been working really hard to find ways that we can help in the interim fill those gaps, working with a lot of our community members out here and organizations out here to see what we can do, and we were able to find funding to get some fuel vouchers.
So once again, ramusa.org. And before you run out of time, my goodness, there's something else you'd like to talk to us about? A community meeting on October 1st?
Oh, yes. So if you have not heard yet, Desert View Hospital and the University of Nevada, Reno School of Medicine is putting together a community health needs assessment. If you don't know what that is, it's a process that helps identify the needs, challenges, and resources in a community. And it's our opportunity as community members to be able to talk about and voice our opinions about where those resources should get allocated. So make your way out to the Valley Electric Conference Center on October 1st at 5:30 p.m. to hear more information about this community health needs assessment.
So you'll be able to call, we'll put his name down afterwards, Brian Muccio, who's with Marketing and Outreach Coordinator at Desert View Hospital. You could email him at ryan.muccio@uhsinc.com or call him at 775-751-7130. You're not going to remember that, but we'll put it on the screen afterwards. So that went very well. So I'm looking forward to my birthday party, spending it in a parking lot overnight. And that'll be special for me because it's someplace that I like to be, doing the things I love to do, helping the folks out here that are less fortunate than myself. Is there any last words?
I'm just really excited. This will be my first time volunteering for the remote area medical event. I'll be heading up food service for the volunteers. And from what I've heard, it is the most rewarding event to volunteer at, if not one of the most rewarding. So I'm excited to get my hands dirty and really help out.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching by. All right. We'll see you next week.